to me about the Premier League stuff.
Yeah, this is the exclusives.
Yeah, this is the exclusive
So yeah, Premier League, bro. Again, like very, very blessed, very grateful. Alhamdulillah. Literally met someone that's worked with my brother. My brother's in the whole football game for a while. So someone that's worked with my brother for a while, met him, and obviously like he's seeing my socials take off. So, you know, like naturally they know that they can help you out. So yeah, we had a nice meeting, and I told him like, I need to be in sports, specifically football. And the reason for it is, obviously I love football, but I see like the people that I follow, Chunks, Philly, Harry Pinero, these are the people that I love watching. They're seen as cool because they're friends with footballers. If they were just normal content creators, they wouldn't be seen the same. Like the perception of the public, they're cooler because of what they're associated with.
Yeah.
So I knew that to fit in, obviously I could never replicate them, they're the GOATs, but to somewhat get into this field, I have to have football. And obviously I love football, like I'm football crazy. I spoke to this guy, literally like a week later, he's like, I put you through to the Premier League. And it's like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, this is genuine, like, this blessing. It's a miracle. Like, who am I? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm no one special. I keep saying this over and over again. It's genuinely like, God will just make open doors for you that you just don't expect. So I went for a casting, and the guy that, you know, that was the creative director, super nice guy, went there, got the role. And now all of a sudden, I'm not recording in my room just with my phone. I'm recording in clubs with like 30 man behind the camera with a footballer.
We just need to clarify one thing for the audience. Clubs, football clubs, not party clubs.
Yeah. Football clubs. Yeah. And yeah, it's a whole different experience. And it's like you learn a lot. And for me, I didn't think twice. I throw myself into any difficult situation. Because it's like, I have to. I'm on this journey of where I don't know where it's going to go. I have to find uncomfortability and get comfortable with it as soon as possible. And it was very uncomfortable, bro. Like, bro, imagine you're cool. You chat to people. Me, I'm making TikToks in my room, bro. Like, by myself. It's very, very different. I remember, like, my first one was with Mikel Antonio. And I was, like, shaking. And there's like the players' agents behind, the club's like liaison, like the partnerships managers behind, like loads of like important people behind the camera, and their like eyes are glued to me, having this conversation with the footballer. And it's like the Premier League is it's not an easy thing to work with. They're very specific. You can't say certain words. You can imagine it's the most brand control I've ever experienced, and I've worked with a lot of brands.
But they want to maintain high image around their client, I suppose.
Yes, and they need to maintain their agenda.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was amazing. So I got sacked.
What?
Yeah, so I posted about this a couple times, but yeah, I got sacked.
From Premier League?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I support Andrew Tate.
No way.
Yeah.
Say wallah, they done that?
Wallahi, yeah, bro.
What, okay, tell me the story about this. Like how they.
So this is exclusive. I said this on another podcast, but it got cut out. So yeah. Good.
Yeah. I remember you said this on voice note. Yeah, you need to explain this whole story.
And I love to speak to you about it because you met the man himself, innit?
Anything goes here on this podcast. People love Andrew Tate, who are watching right now.
Bro, Andrew Tate, he's again someone that I can't even speak more highly of in terms of like what he's done for me and my mental health. Bro, me going to the gym, I'm listening to speeches of Andrew Tate talking about working hard. It genuinely motivates me to work hard, go to the gym and like stick to this routine and all the other stuff, bro. You know, I'm a Muslim. I don't care about the girls and stuff. Like, I'm happily engaged and inshallah getting married soon. Like, it's just irrelevant to me. Yeah. But for me, it's like the routine, the no excuse, the no bullshit. It resonates with me and it's what I need. And clearly a lot of other men need that. And for me, my entire platform, I've grown it by what I learn and what inspires me. I share it with my audience because that's how they grow and that's how they get inspired. And bro, I didn't even post them on Instagram or nothing. I liked a couple tweets. That's
what it was, just a like and a couple of tweets.
So what happened was Premier League invited me to host under 13s Premier League tournament up north.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was very short notice. So I was like, cool, yeah, I'll do it. My brother was going to be filming with a club or something up north anyway. So I was like, we'll go together. He'll do his thing, I'll do my thing.
Yeah, your brother's also a content creator, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's a bit very different to me. But yeah, he's like strictly football. So yeah, I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll do it for sure. Like, obviously it's all paid and whatnot. I get a phone call from the creative director.
Is this on the way there or like?
No, I was that same day.
Yeah.
He was like, I've got some bad news for you. So basically, I've had bad news from Premier League before, but it was like someone was impersonating me, emailing Liverpool and just talking shit, or it's just weird. Like, it was probably just someone that watches me and just wanted to
ruin things.
Yeah, ruin things. So I had that phone call saying bad news before, and it was all sorted out because they realized I had nothing to do with none of that. Like, I'm professional. Do you know what I mean? This one, he was like, I got bad news. You're done. Just like that. I was like,
those exact words or?
Wallah, those exact words. He was like, uncut, Premier League, there's no tournament, you're just done. It's done. So I was like, okay. I remember like being shocked but remaining calm. I was like, why? He was like, they've gone through your tweets and you support Andrew Tate, or you've liked tweets or whatever. It was something to do with Andrew Tate. And I was like, you being serious? And he was like, you're done. Like, it's fully done. And I remember going back and forth. I was like, okay, that's fine. And I remember being a bit aggy because I was like, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I can speak about this. And he was like, do you want to go to war with the Premier League? And I was thinking...
Well, he said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Was he coming across in an aggy way or...?
Kind of, but it's like, you have to imagine, like, you have to... obviously, I'm over this now, so it's like I can see things from a different perspective. He was obviously in a situation with his higher ups, and I was in a situation because I'm now losing the best thing that at that point has ever happened to me, and it's like he went on the line to hire me, remember? So by me liking these tweets and getting myself sacked, it wasn't his decision. It was higher ups. He's now in a muddy situation. But at the time when I speak to him, I'm not really thinking about all of this. I don't care, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I was. And we had a bit of a back and forth, ended the call. And yeah, man, that was it. Literally, just that. For a few tweets, wallah. And you know the tweets, I remember, it was him doing press-ups, talking about it in prison, yeah. So yeah. So after that happened, I had a crazy imposter syndrome. Like, I was thinking, bro, where do I even go from here? Like, that was, I expected me to be doing that for some time. Do you know what I mean? Alhamdulillah, bro, I went to Umrah straight after, because whenever things go wrong, man, go straight to Allah. And I actually was feeling like I've been wanting to go, like even leading up to this, like there was this inner feeling, you know the feeling I'm talking about, like you just feel like you're getting called, but I could never go because I had so many Premier League shoots. So as soon as that was done, there was no shoots, there's nothing in the schedule anymore.
Just safe.
I flew straight. I did a solo Umrah. One of the best things I ever did.
So how recent is this?
This was like 3-4 months. When did I go Umrah? I went in October.
October when?
I can't remember, bro.
No, because the reason why I'm saying is because we went in October as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe we were at the same time.
Maybe
I need to check the phone after. But yeah, it was sometime in October, maybe just before. And then come back, got engaged, alhamdulillah. And yeah, man, start building again.
Bro, that's crazy, that whole situation, yeah. I'm going to ask you this though.
Go on.
Obviously, like you said in the time, we don't see it for how it is. Yeah, we don't see their perspective. Sometimes we let the anger in ourselves think other things.
Yeah.
But Allah literally says, if we're relating it back to Islam, if I close one door, another one will be open for you.
100%.
So off the back of that door closing, do you now see as that was actually a blessing in disguise?
Everything's a blessing in disguise. So that's like everything that you think is wrong is never what it seems. And like, I don't agree with it at all, and I never will, because I'm not matrix minded, and I don't think he's a negative person at all. I think he's I mean, you can completely agree with me on this. I think he's very what's the word, like when misunderstood. I think what he teaches men, he even with women, like women sometimes can't fathom this. I know a lot of women like him, but he talks about having one girl and loving her and doing everything for her and stuff. I think what he teaches people is very valuable, and the Matrix wants to teach you the complete opposite.
Bro, I've seen it firsthand where people, like men especially, their whole perspective of life kind of changes. Like,
I've seen it myself.
Bro, they start going to the gym, they start having a different mindset, success comes to them. But obviously, if we're talking about Matrix, they don't want that.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? They
Bro, the UK government, let's just remember, the UK government had a budget to pay schools
to stop talking about him.
To stop talking about him and to teach people about him in the wrong way.
Bro, I remember my younger cousin, he was kicked out of his, was it class or school? He was kicked out of class, I think it was, something like that, because he was talking about Andrew Tate, and the teacher told him, stop talking about him. He goes, why? Like, what's wrong with him? All that sort of stuff. Anyway, so he's been kicked out of the class now. Then the teacher called his dad, my uncle, and said, by the way, your son's been kicked out. Obviously, my uncle's baffled, like, what do you mean he's kicked out for what? And the teacher was like, he's talking about Andrew Tate. Bro, my uncle had full on back and forth with the teacher, like, what do you mean? Like, what's wrong with Andrew Tate? This is my opinion. My son's entitled to his own opinion. This is Esau, by the way.
Was he?
Other cousin, he's, how old is he?
He's in year 10 now.
Yeah, so this was when he was in year 8 and 9. And it was just mad, like, the fact that he's getting kicked out of class purely because of that.
Yeah.
His education is being sacrificed because talking about another man. And it's ain't that man's fault. This is the system's fault.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, man. And the government and the Premier League are completely synonymous. Like, they're completely linked.
Okay, so here's a question I got for you then, People always ask for me to have footballers on the podcast, Purely because I've had Andrew Tate on the podcast, do you think...
It's very unlikely, man. If you're... I mean, it's possible, but, you know, it takes one person that doesn't agree with Andrew Tate's views that's higher up. To make
sure that it don't happen.
Yeah, to really get him in trouble.
Yeah.
I've seen it firsthand, bro. Like, genuinely firsthand. And it's like, remember, this is not like people sitting in a boardroom deciding, let's get rid of him. It just took one person that's higher up enough to make a decision to be like, yo, sack this guy. Remember, like, I'm not cutting it enough anyway. I'm Muslim, I'm Asian. I'm not meant to be in that role. I was the first Asian that's worked with the Premier League. The first Muslim that's worked with them in that role. I was already cutting lines. As soon as this came,
it was basically a reason for to get rid of you.
Exactly, 100%. And like I said, I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I don't speak to anyone from there. And if it wasn't me getting sacked then, I would have got sacked anyway for speaking about Palestine. Facts. Everyone that's worked with them has not said anything at all. And I can't ever bend my morals. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it's impossible, bro. Like, my fiance is Palestinian. She was born there. And my future kids are going to be half Palestinian. Even if that wasn't the case, I'd be speaking about it, let alone my future being so directly linked to that. I would have been gone as soon as I mentioned the first thing, bro. The thing is, with this whole situation that's going on in the world right now, like, Allah knows what he's doing and his plan is perfect. And a lot of people have exposed themselves in this situation. Like, black and white has never been so clearer. And the more that situation in the world goes on, the more the black and white is going to get clearer and clearer and clearer. So it's just for us to see, like, who's really about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, who's actually sticking with a cause
who's
that
standing up.
They should be sticking with. Like, it's, do you know what I mean? It's humanity. There's a whole genocide happening.
Yeah. Have you lost any brandos because of the whole, like...
I'm sure I have. I mean, they're not going to tell me. I haven't, like, been working with anyone and they said, no, we can't work with you anymore because of X, Y, Z.
They just wouldn't approach you or something.
They just wouldn't have approached me, yeah. I'm sure I have. I've had brands that I've rejected because they support...
the other party.
The
we
other
don't
party.
Even want his name.
Yeah. So, Coke reached out to me. No way. I've had, like, this New York newspaper that wanted to work with me. No chance. I literally send them back emails like, my missus, she'll write the emails up. there's no way you supported all of that. It's let them know, innit? BBC, no chance. BBC was twice actually. Once was a few weeks ago, and then today as well.
What today? They reach out to you? Or
Yeah,
like,
to do like a radio appearance. There's no way, bro.
but I swear people like BBC Asian Network, they're talking about Free Palestine and that, no? Or,
I don't know, but this wasn't Asian Network. It was BBC something.
yeah,
It was
some other thing.
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, like even the way BBC treated Andrew Tate, I'm good still.
Yeah. I want to touch on one thing quickly, right?
Go
Just
on.
before I go to one of my other topics. As you said, you got sacked by the Premier League, but literally 3 days ago you were out in Dubai doing something for football. So you're still in the football game,
Of course.
in the room, same room as Cristiano Ronaldo. Mad thing.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So what's all that now?
Bro, God will find a way, bro. Like if you stick to, your morals and you stand up for what you believe in, and what you believe in is the truth, Allah will give you. And I went to Umrah straight after, like I was never gonna be let down. Do you know what I mean? Bro, you never get let down by God when you literally ask God. I was filming with West Ham players, I was filming with Newcastle players, and now I'm with the best footballer of all time, in the same room. I was talking to legends of the game on camera. Journalists, the biggest journalists in the world, Fabrizio, like having conversations with them even off camera, and like just having a nice little chat. So I'm very grateful. There's people out there in the football world that their views align with mine, and I want to be around where I'm valued, to be honest, bro. Like at the first place, I was never rated. Yeah, I mean, like I'm Muslim, I'm Asian. It's not the same, bro. Whereas if you go around other bits, they don't see you differently. So I like that.
Do you mind talking about your missus?
No, I don't mind.